welcome back. It's the Better Half show, and we've been discussing bad guys, good girls. Why do good girls seriously get attracted to bad guys? And do bad guys or do nice guys really finish last? Guys, I want us to start to differentiate between, you know, the guy that has swag, you know, is just a nice guy, good looking, you know, adventurous and all that, and the bad boy. Kunle, what's your take on that?
I think really it's all about, it depends on I don't really think it makes any difference, to be honest. I think if you have the swag, you have that rapport around you, ladies will just enjoy being around you.
Okay, so what's swag to you?
Swag just means you can talk. You know, your people are comfortable around you. Okay. Whereas even if you're a bad guy, you steal from your parents, you're an arm robber, but when a girl is around, you're just mumbling, then all that bad guy is for nothing. So I think really it's all about swag.
I agree with him. Okay. I think for me, what would attract me ordinarily in a bad guy is one who has confidence, which is where I think that a lot of good guys miss it out on. They lack that sense of confidence. They're too shy. So I'm like, there's nothing wrong with being confident and being good and morally sound. Okay. It's a very, very attractive and sexy combination.
Okay. Yeah. So talking about, you know, the swag, the attraction, you know, and you know, good looking and all that. Let's just take an exercise. Okay. I have this picture of these two guys, and for the ladies, I want you to just check them out. So, Judith, who is your ideal guy?
The left hand, the guy in the black shirt, hands down.
The guy in the black shirt.
Hands down.
Yeah, hands down. Why is that?
He's really cool. Honestly,
he looks cool.
He has, yes.
You know, with his shaggy hair and all that.
That makes him cool.
That makes
really?
him cool.
Yes,
wow.
It does make him cool.
But you know, it could be broke. It could be
exactly.
It could be a funny guy.
I don't care. I
just
want him to be cool. You know, when we're out together, we really have to represent, like, be cool couples and stuff like that. That's cool.
So Choma, what about you?
Well, I love the guy with the jacket. It looks more appealing physically. Yeah. The other guy is just there. His jaw is sunken.
Well, the other guy is okay,
cheap.
You know, nice
pair
of glasses.
He has no joy.
Even the glasses have no personality.
You know,
they're just there.
Dressed. You know, it could be a billionaire for all you care.
In the truth, though, that's the thing with women, because that's why I see Lagos boys now, the whole bear the gang thing.
Yeah.
You know, obviously.
Like your look, you know.
Yes. Yeah. I say I joined my bed gang a long way before bed gang.
Yeah, because the ladies are topping their standards.
I mean? So, but like it's more hitting the gym, looking right. You get also your dress sense has to be impeccable. I've seen men, they walk into a room, they don't have to utter a word, but they have the attention of women.
So what you're saying is you don't have to be a bad guy to look like this guy.
Exactly.
You're a good guy, but still.
You're a good guy, but you take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I think the bad guys, when you now go that extra mile, maybe like they get to see what you do. Maybe you smoke or you do drugs, and it's like that appeal for them. Someone said a bad guy was like a piece of cheesecake you take before you sleep. It's not good for you, but you have to kind of have that piece, you know. Do you understand what I mean? So people kind of view bad guys. I think I see the way men, Nigerian guys see. I'm saying Nigerian men in general because, like, I feel we have this thing called wolves in sheep clothing. We get to pretend to be what we are not.
But see, that's the thing. Sorry to cut you. Most Nigerian guys don't realize, or guys in general, is that as a woman, I'm able to see through all of that. So for me, badness is not necessarily badness. Let me use that word. It's not because you smoke or because you consume a lot of alcohol. For me, it's the fact that you're arrogant. It's the fact that you lack a sense of value.
Exactly. We have put a lot of emphasis on some things
for a certain time, for a certain period.
No, but I actually agree with her because there was one time when I was in UK, we went clubbing in central London, And for some reason, we just decided to have fun. So I was even pretending to be a good guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the girl asked, I think I said I was a doctor or something.
Yeah.
I made up a ridiculous story. And she just chopped everything I said. And we had a party the next day at my friend's house. One of my guys came, you know, in a BMW. I was like, oh yeah, that's my car. My Ferrari's in the workshop. And she bought it. So I wasn't even pretending to be a bad guy. I was just like, I don't think it's about...
Maybe because you were confident saying all of that. But at some point, she was going to be able to find out that all this was just a show-off, just the way you were doing with your Pakistani lady. I mean, I'm sure she must have felt disappointed that
maybe
you didn't stay the cause.
Like
I think
the lady that Kunle is talking about.
His story, like he's still that's still in the mode of being a bad guy because he claimed a Ferrari that wasn't his. I'm pretty sure in like 5 years he can't even buy that car. But like but
take offense at that.
No. I'm saying that then do you understand?
Well, Meka, maybe what he's trying to say is that good girls can be gullible, can just take up everything.
They don't check out the facts to make sure that
not also
this guy
quite
is
street
really
smart, so it's easy for them to just get into something. I mean, into whatever story. All right, but let's get to the guys now. I have another picture that I want you to check out. So, which is your girl?
Truth.
They both look very similar.
They look similar.
And I can't see I need to see the full package.
Really? Sorry, what's the full package? Could you
define that? Because I'm more. I think I agree with Kunle, but I will ideally go for that one.
Okay, the one in
the polka dot shirt.
Yeah.
She is the good girl in the picture. Do you know that?
She's the less adventurous girl in the picture.
No, but how can you say she's a good girl? The other one looks like she has a job. She just looks like she's standing outside.
No, it's not about that. It's more like what you're attracted to. Do you understand what I mean? You're not going with the normal.
So she's simple.
I think it's more that she looks like, because I believe human beings, we have inhibition. So it's you as a man that can draw out the inhibitions of a woman. Do you understand what I mean? So if you play your cards right, you can get a diamond in the rough.
Yeah. So you are like that bad guy.
I'm that bad guy. Yes, I like to bring the best. I don't see when you're too polished. I feel like there's nothing for me to go work for. Yeah. But it's when I feel that you have something to give.
I think that's also my stand when it comes to really the bad guys, that Chumba would naturally go for. Because, people just see them as, you're not supposed to, we cannot have a meaningful relationship kind of thing. But I want to be the person that, makes a difference in your life.
Bad guys, they want to be who they are. They don't, that's one thing most
I'm talking about the bad guy that's my type. And he's actually...
It's not so much about, trying to change someone or anything. But we're just trying to bring the best out of,
because you are genuinely interested in this person. You want to see the best out of them. You don't care what people think. You don't care what they do. You choose to look beyond all of that and just see the best in them, irrespective of the fact that they smoke or they drink.
Why do we have to put bad? I mean, apart from the fact that why can't we give best share an alphabet B? What can really be the best in bad?
Really?
Bad is bad in every essence of it.
No, I don't believe that way.
That's one thing about bad.
All right, guys. We need to take a break now, but I was hearing you out completely. Bad is not bad. Something good about bad, and good can become better. And all that. All right, don't go away. Stay with us. I will be right back. We're back, and if you haven't been on the show with us, you've missed a great deal of interesting discussions. But it's still good to have you with us in this, seemingly final phase. And, I have just this one last question, for you guys. So, being a bad guy or a bad girl, what do you really think, or having swag and all that, what do you really think it adds to the marriage, not just the relationship? Does it have any advantage to have that in the mix when, you get it really, and should it be something to tick off? Should it be high on your priority list? Or let's just have it plain vanilla and get into marriage, Yeah, so, Choma, what's your take on that?
Well, like I said, because I like to see myself as a reformed person. I used to be bad. Now I'm good. So I would rather have good in my life. I don't know that a bad man or a bad guy with all of his swag brings anything extra that would make the marriage easier or better for us and for me. So I would rather not have a bad guy in my marriage, in my life.
But this is talking Chioma and
yes, this is
what
Chioma.
I want. All right,
yes.
Kunle.
For me, I think you need to have a bit of both. Because I think in life, someone who hasn't experienced, who doesn't have a certain amount of knowledge, there's something missing. I don't want someone who feels like, oh, I wish I did this, and then will then decide to go and explore. Or I want someone who knows that, okay, I've experienced this, I've experienced that, this is what I want. And if what they want is what I want, then it's good.
And it's good for us, and we can go for it. All right, so Judith, what do you say to it?
I like what Chioma thinks. Safe, security, in life generally, it's a mirage. It's a lie that we have believed for a very long time, and we need to take that cloak off our face.
Wow.
When we think that people are good, so we want good in our lives, it doesn't happen like that.
But
you know, the good guy, you know, in relationship can wake up to be a bad guy in marriage. So what do? So it's better you prepare yourself ahead of time. You know, have the guy explore. Let him do what he wants to do. See the kind of life that he would have lived if he were not in a relationship or marriage with you. And then when you meet with him, it's okay with you. You guys roll. You can roll for as long as you want to roll. So that's my perspective to it. That's why I stick with the bad guy.
Interesting. So, Emeka?
In what she said, in sort of agreement to what she said, it's true because there's something about men when wealth comes, especially with marriage, then with the future, you guys become financially settled and the money comes. Like you see, the good guys become bad because that's when, like, you know, the money kind of gives them open doors to like different types of friends, and they tend to, you know, obviously either they be them or either they be part of them or they join or they don't. So from me perspective, physically, I believe it's important I be physically attracted to who I'm with. That's just my first part. And also as well, your demeanor. And I'm talking in terms of your personality, your how you carry yourself as well. I don't necessarily want someone that, you know, in the middle of work she's texting me naked pictures, or not that kind of, when you're not being that exposed. But I mean, ideally, I like excitement. I like us to sort of
you like the swag and all, but
like
you don't like too much trouble.
Yes. I know you said last word. Let me just chip in last word. I just want to say that there's a good guy out there who is watching, who is probably wondering, it seems there's no chance for me for being good. When I talk about good guys, I mean guys who are authentically, organically good in their essence. There's no room for them to, at some point, break into a bad guy. So for me, that's the kind of good man I'm looking for. And if you're out there...
Well, but that's
not a definition of a good man. That's not a definition of a good man.
That's my good man. And he's there.
Okay, so you want someone that calls you 10 times a day?
That doesn't make him
honestly
good.
do not
a good
mind.
man.
I want the
It's
man
about
who
his heart.
cooks for me when he says I'm tired, who opens the door for me, who says you've had a long day, let me give you a massage. That's a good man.
Cinderella story.
No, that's my reality.
Okay, guys,
because I'm
on that note,
so you
really, on that note, I really like to thank you for coming on the show today. I know that you're really into this stuff and really want to get into it, but we have to go now. So I want to say a big thank you to you, Judith, Emeka, Chioma, and Kunle for being on the show today. Thank you for sharing, your thoughts with us on the show. As we wrap up the show today, I want you to understand one thing, that life is not just all about swag. Life is not about, being adventurous only. Adventure is good. Good experiences, bad experiences, they all add to how valuable you become in life. So you've been to many places, but what do you want to do with where you have been? The most important thing is for you to be able to create the right impression and then be authentic. Let people know that what they see is what they get. it's good to be street smart. It's good to, be all out there. But what values have you derived from where you have been? Everybody wants to be with somebody who is a bundle of value. So in your 30s, in your 20s, you may have done all sorts, but make up your mind that you want to be somebody who will add value to someone else's life. And it's on that note that I want to say thank you for staying with me on the show. And I look forward to having you again another time on the Better Half Show. May your relationships and marriage be sweet.